Hi friends, I'm Emily, and with me is the Cedar Valley Design Build family. We are a people-oriented custom home builder serving Iowa City and the surrounding counties. Whether we're working with a client or building speculatively, we just really love helping people find their dream home. So thank you for taking the time to meet with us today. We're very excited to explain and discuss our proposal with you. We're asking for a $1 million construction loan to finance 2 speculative custom home projects. Cade is going to go over the design of our products with you, and Hunter will talk about the numbers. Then Rob will tell you about our sales plan. Colton and Kaysen will tell you about our company's construction process. We will then address risks and answer any of the questions you have.
We designed not 1, but 2 beautiful modern farmhouses. And we chose this style because we thought it would give the homes a rural feel, but it still offers modern features and amenities. Our Terrace Acres home is everything that an established family could want, with 3,400 square feet of space. It has 4 bedrooms and 3.5 baths, as well as an unfinished basement to fit the buyer's future home needs. The home is multi-angular and was designed specifically for the 1-acre lot it's located on. The lot shape and the house size supports maximum lot usage and provides plenty of space as well as privacy. And our company is proud to say that these homes are fortified certified because we see fortified as an investment because the homes are designed to last. Just 3 years ago, Johnson County, Iowa was hit with a devastating derecho, causing devastation, destruction, and grief throughout the surrounding area. Just recently, January 16th, 2023, marked the first January tornado since 1967. People reported wind speeds of 90 miles per hour, but luckily, only minor damage was reported. And these events in Iowa are a testament to why we are fortified certified, because we trust the process in designing and building durable, safe homes. Our Oakcrest Hills home is the little brother to Terrace Acres, providing just over 2,300 square feet of space. It has 4 bedrooms and 3.5 baths. And with an included unfinished basement, this home is perfect for any family just starting their journey, an average income family, or even to buy and rent out for investment purposes. The home is located on a 3-acre lot, which supplies a generous amount of space for any outdoor family gatherings. And we chose these 2 different types of homes to have a great outreach in today's already challenging market.
As we began analyzing the real estate market in Johnson County, Iowa, we discovered that homes were spending an average of 67 days on market as of December when this proposal was created. To give ourselves an advantage in an already fluctuating market, we have decided to list our homes beginning at commencement. We also took steps to manage material costs by cultivating strong relationships with local suppliers, purchasing materials in advance, and factoring those costs into our budget. Our homes also contain some unique features, such as our fortified standards to set our homes apart from the competition. To combat the current market conditions, we at Cedar Valley Design Build have made the decision to adjust our profit margin. This decision has allowed us to maintain the affordability of our homes and still provide value to the bank and our client by being cost efficient. But overall, we put together a well-considered and confident plan.
Located in Frytown and Hills, we chose these sites for idyllic countryside living. This gave us a target market. We think professors and staff at the university, medical professionals, grad students, alumni, or even those just looking for peaceful country living would be ideal residents for us. We have a multi-step marketing strategy. We will list our home as soon as we break ground to give our project maximum visibility and allow potential buyers to make custom design changes if they want. Once we finish framing, we will ramp up our social media exposure and invite interested buyers for a love at first sight walkthrough. Although we are confident at this point our homes will be sold as a contingency plan, we will partner with a property management company to put our property up for rentals and partner with local real estate agents to facilitate the remaining sales if necessary.
Our schedule emphasizes the early ordering and the procurement of materials to facilitate their timely installation and the completion of our projects simultaneously and quickly. You'll notice we've chosen not to finish the basement levels of our homes, and we believe this decision will greatly expedite our schedule. However, we do understand, and we have considered the possibility that a potential buyer may elect to finish the basement level of their chosen home. And if this scenario does occur, a change order will be issued with an appropriate extension of time. The finished square footage of each of our homes is considerably less than a traditional custom home build, and we believe this decision will also contribute to our accelerated schedule. These homes are not particularly large homes, and we've purposely chosen to build 2 modestly sized homes to strengthen our selling capabilities. Our trade partners will be given an account, and they will be brought on board our project lifecycle software builder trend. And there are many advantages this software offers us, and in our experience, the communication capabilities it allows all parties involved in the building process makes maintaining a schedule much more effective. All parties will have access to the real-time status of our projects, and the software is going to notify them of their scheduled start and their scheduled completion dates well in advance. You'll also notice we've designed a stagger between our projects. This was done to allow our trade partners to immediately begin working on our Oak Crest Hills Estates home, following the completion of their activities at our Terrace Acres home to optimize their productivity.
As you can see, our team is working efficiently and effectively. One key aspect of keeping our job site running smoothly is our ability to handle change orders. As you know, change orders can occur for a variety of reasons, resulting from unexpected site conditions to buyer-requested design changes. To reduce financial risk, we require non-refundable deposits of up to 50% of the request to be executed. We have a system in place to ensure that these change orders are handled quickly and efficiently. Our team is able to review and approve these change orders in a timely manner, and our trade partners are able to implement these changes seamlessly through Builder Trend. This not only keeps our project on schedule, but it also helps cut back any additional costs.
Once again, we are asking for a $1 million construction loan to construct 2 homes. We recognize that the current market conditions may present a higher risk for building custom speculative homes because it's considered higher risk than building for those who already have secured land and funding. At Cedar Valley Design Build, we have developed an as-needed strategy to partner with the mortgage lender to perform a point buy down at the time of closing on our clients' mortgages to help make our homes more affordable and maintain profitability for our company.
You've heard a lot about risk today, and it's on the minds of everyone in the industry, including us. At Cedar Valley Design Build, we are aware of the ever-changing market, and every single decision we made for this proposal was purposeful and intentional for mitigating risk and maintaining value. With the steps that we've taken to navigate the market, there's no risk that we're not prepared for. We've put together a unique and successful building and marketing strategy for this proposal, and we are confident that us, you, and our future homeowner will be satisfied at the end of the day. Again, thank you for your time with us. We really appreciate it, and now we're happy to answer any questions that you have.
All right. First of all, I'm going to apologize for whatever's going on over here. I know that can make things a little hectic for you, trying to remember what you're doing. So I should probably use the microphone. Overall, you did very well. I thought that was a great presentation. We don't have prepared questions. We listen to this and come up with them. So I hope I'm not stealing somebody else's thunder at this point. Most likely. So we'll try to keep that contained over here. But I really like the idea of taking the construction loan and building 2 homes. That puts you in a market that's probably easier to sell those homes rather than trying to sell $1 million home. So marketing wise, I think that was a great strategy. Also unique to the project so far. So I commend you on that. And then within your packet, your start dates I think are great. I believe it was listed in there that you were going to start in April. In Iowa, we I will be honest, most builders don't like to dig in between December and the end of February into March even, all right? Things really get going towards the end of March for us. Frost has come out, and so at that point, that's when things really kind of bust loose, we'll say. So you did a really good job of laying this out, and I'm going to reserve any more comments so that somebody down the road here doesn't, I don't know, throw their water bottle at me.
All right, great presentation. I had a few questions. You had referenced the Green Iowa AmeriCorps in your written proposal. I don't know whose section that was, but how did you find that, and how do you hope to kind of use that in your process?
I found that while in a rabbit hole researching Johnson County and all the things, and I actually really liked that document. Johnson County really cares about the resiliency of you guys and our citizens, and I believe it was their proposal just for 2023 or 2022 for what is it? Just like sustainability, resiliency, everything like that. So I found it on your websites. And what was the second part of your question?
I don't know that I actually said a second part, just how you were going to probably implement that in
how
with
to
your buyers.
implement. Yeah, that document mentioned that they're a great person to partner with as far as monitoring like energy and water. And so I thought that'd be a great idea to offer our clients, because that's one of the best ways to actually be energy efficient is to monitor the things.
Our local HBA is actually working on that with Kirkwood right now. So the fact that you found that and could answer that question is pretty amazing. So good
Thank
job
you.
with that. And then I'm going to pick on you one more time. I'm sorry. Emily, what was your last line in closing or close to it? Every decision you make was made.
Was purposeful and intentional for mitigating risk and maintaining value.
That's fantastic. And last question, I don't think I'm stealing anyone's thunder yet. There was a comment during the presentation about adjusting the profit margin. Can you clarify that for us? Is that different than what we have in our written proposal? Okay.
No, it is not different
Okay.
than what we wrote in our written proposal. It was just to help solidify that point.
Awesome. Thank you.
And it's just adjusting it from maybe the high that 2020 put everyone in. So it's like just from that standpoint.
Thank you.
And I'll just re-clarify that. Adjusting for the current market conditions from where we were, like Emily was saying, to where we are now.
I'm pretty sure everybody's going to say this, but good job on taking on twice as much work for doing two houses. We definitely need more modest houses. We've got enough $1 million, what I call monuments to insecurity. And the modesty is going to help it sell. I was a little nervous when I saw the lot down in Frytown, and I was like, is this house going to fit on this angle with the setbacks and everything? It's tight, but I'm glad you addressed it during the presentation to say this was specifically designed for this site. So you're aware that you've got a big front yard setback throughout the entire thing. One of the things that I did observe, though, is, one more thing about Frytown. The fact that you put the front porch facing the fish pond, because a lot of people, we don't sit around much in Iowa. We're just kind of busybodies. But if we're looking at a pond, that's different. And both houses, the aesthetic of the houses goes really well with the sites that were selected. One note of caution, the Frytown one will need a septic, and I felt like your estimate was just a little low on that. So, but other than that, I think you guys did an excellent job. So.
Can I comment on that? Sure. So we used the septic system quote that was provided to us with the problem. So if it seems a little low, we just use that data that was given to us on that.
Okay. All right. Good answer.
Okay, I'm just going to reiterate, really nice presentation. I was just telling Aaron before, just your guys's, and it's a note that I had, like, that page right there in your proposal, like, I had written down, makes me like you already. It's just like happy and sons and and so I think that applies really nicely to residential. It gives it a much more homey kind of feel. And I'm going to segue over to the fact that you guys were one of the few teams that actually knew what your audience was for this proposal, which means you actually read the problem description. And so you were supposed to be proposing to a bank, and so you guys did that. And it was really nice to see the executive summary, so we actually knew what you guys were doing before you dove in and started telling us all about the community and everything else. Like, we knew you were building 2 houses, we knew how big they were, that kind of stuff. So, so that was really nice, and I really did appreciate that. I am going to ask you one question. Did you guys draft your own plans? Okay. What program do you use to do that?
Revit 2022.
Revit 2022. Okay. So I would just say, looking at your plans, that's probably the one criticism that I had on, and I don't know if it's just because the elevations actually look really good, but the floor plans are missing cabinetry and things like that. And so just make sure that you have those details in your plans. Just think about it. I'm sure in your classes you're being told to make sure you label your floor plans and put down your square footages and all that kind of stuff. So just keep that in mind when you're doing that. Did you guys do any interior renders or just exterior renders? Exterior. Okay. So, and what program did you use to do that, or did you do them in Revit?
Revit 2022.
Revit. Okay. So I would just say something that you may want to look into as well is just figuring out a photorealistic rendering software that you can use to be able to do that. I'm not familiar with, well, I learned how to use Revit, but I don't use it every day, so I'm not exactly certain how different rendering programs work with Revit. But those are the types of things that you're going to see your competition doing, and they're the types of things that your customers are going to start asking for, and we're starting to see it more and more, so that's just something to keep in mind. But really, really nice job.
Awesome, thank you.
Good presentation. I'm going to hit on a few things that I don't think anybody else has. So
We're trying.
one thing I would have liked to have seen would be a little bit more market analysis, just the amenities of Iowa City and the area. Cool thing about both these projects, though, I live south of Iowa City. Fritown's about 10 minutes from me. So every time I go to Iowa City, I drive right by there. So that's kind of neat because all of the other properties were in Iowa City. They were north, so that's kind of neat. And Hills isn't too far away either. Talk to me real quick about the fortified certified. You mentioned that twice, and you've got a good analysis in your presentation of what that is. What does that add for cost? Could you speak to that at all? I mean, just even a percentage.
Yeah, so we figured it was roughly about a 10% addition in cost, just for like the extra parts and pieces we needed for the roof, the pressure rated garage door, and then it wasn't very many extra hurricane ties or several things on the roof. It wasn't a lot of extra parts, so a rough estimate it would be 10%.
Okay. And are you going to use that? I would assume you'd use that in your marketing or kind of a sales tool.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
So that was neat. The builder trend, we had one of the last groups mention builder trend. I think you're probably only the second one that has, and we all commented on that, like that from the last group. That's something that's just going to be more and more prevalent. We use a similar program for where I work, co-construct, and it's nice if we're building a house for some people that live in Seattle right now. And even though they're not on site, they can see the progress of the house through the photos and things. So we give customer access to that. A couple other things. Your trade partners, really good list of those. My company was actually listed there, so that was kind of neat. And then I guess the last question with that, you've got in your schedule the stagger with the 2 houses and your subcontractors. Do you feel like that stagger is enough that you can use those same subcontractors all the way through? Or with labor shortages and everything, do you think you'd have to maybe find other people to do that? What's your thought on that?
So based on previous experience, we feel that would be an appropriate stagger. We think we can handle that type of work. The overlap that would be most hectic, I think, was just with the framing. After framing takes place, we have MEP contractors that are able to handle that type of work and at that pace. So we felt that was comfortable.
Okay. Yeah, and that's just something, people get spread really thin really quickly. If you get any kind of delay, it can really affect a schedule. So that's what I've got. One last thing, the mood board, I really like that. Was that an actual photo, it looked like?
Yeah, I went to a design center and made it.
Yeah,
and
that
took
was
it. Thank
that
you.
was a nice touch. So yeah, good job.
Thank you, guys.
So, just one other thing I had written down here. With your safety plan, maybe just touch on the more detailed points, just a little bit more, all right? Explain what your safety plan is going to be, where it's derived from. I know within your deliverables, they even mentioned using the NAHB Health and Safety Plan. I would have liked to seen that in there, but just if I can pick on one little thing, that would probably be what it is. I'm a safety instructor, so it's fairly important to me.
Mine wasn't really a question. It was just, I like that the fortified home standard, it stuck out to the group, I think, looking at this. And you mentioned the derecho, which, hey, we've done some research on the area because none of us knew what that was till it happened to us. And then, oh, by the way, in the last month, we had a tornado, so dropping that too. You're still working on this, and I know you have other things to do in your life, so that was pretty interesting that you're still thinking about Iowa, several states away. So good job.
Very nice job.
We're good. Thank you.